Welcome back to the Newport Gulls pregame show here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. It is time for the Broadcasters Roundtable. To my left is Newport Gulls field reporter Sam Salinger, and I'm also joined alongside the voice of the Danbury Westerners to my right, Cooper Boardman. Sam, I'm going to start with you. It's a Newport team currently hitting 189 on the year. That's the lowest batting average in the NECBL. What have you seen from this offense, and what are the roots of the struggles?
Well, I think we haven't been very hot as a whole. Like we're getting guys on base, but we're having a hard time getting them home. I think there's a lot of guys who are very hot, but it's just been a hard struggle, getting people across the plate.
Liam O'Regan leads the team with 3 home runs. He hit a solo shot last night in the 9th inning. How big has O'Regan been in the middle of this lineup?
I think O'Regan's been big. He's got a great bat, great swing, and he's coming up big when he needs to come up.
And for this Newport team, again, we've talked about the offensive struggles. Pitching-wise, hasn't been too shabby. Keeping them in ball games. On the mound, do you like what you're seeing?
I love what I'm seeing. I see a lot of guys who have a great pitching body and have a great arm, really throwing it in there. And I've seen some great off-speed pitches. And, that's all you can ask at this point.
Cooper, for this Westerners team, they're 4-1 entering play here tonight, outright in first place in the NECBL's Southern Division. You were with this organization for a little bit last year as well. Do you think that Danbury is ready to take that next step in their championship run?
I certainly believe so. I mean, you take a look at the team a year ago, and there are some similarities. A team that was had the second most number of home runs in the NECBL with 41 in 2016. Here in 2017, they lead the entire league. Josh Perro has instilled it. He's talked about it all year long, finding that identity, and it's starting to take shape. You feel as though this is a Westerner squad that at least over the last 5-6 years, this is probably the best team that we've seen in Danbury.
You bring up the home runs. Danbury leads the league, like you said, Cooper, with 9. And, of course, the Westerners do play in Rogers Park. But how big is the long ball for this team's offensive identity?
Oh, it makes them tick. It's the team identity as a whole. You take a look at the guys, the big boppers in the middle of this lineup. Joe Durpich has a few bombs. His brother Justin hit one last night. And, of course, Giovanni Ding Kong, who blasted 9 of them last season for the Danbury Westerners. There are a lot of guys, top to bottom in this order, that have the ability to put it over the fence. And not just at Rogers Park, anywhere you play in the NECBL.
Cooper, let's talk a little bit about Joe Durpich. How great has he been out of Siena? He's 9 for 18 at the plate, a .500 batting average, is tied for the league lead in home runs with 3. How important is he to the middle of this Westerners lineup?
Well, he had one heck of a season for Siena this past spring. You go back, his development from 2016 to 2017 raised his batting average 50 points in the spring season and had 40 more at-bats. He's just carrying that over into the summer, and Danbury happy that he's a mainstay in the middle of the lineup.
Should be a fantastic ball game here tonight, a Southern Division clash between the Danbury Westerners and the Newport Gulls. First pitch is set for 6:35 p.m. here on Newport Art Museum night. For Cooper Boardman, the voice of the Danbury Westerners, and Sam Salinger, Newport Gulls field reporter, I'm Darren Zaslow. The Newport Gulls pregame show continues next right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.